Hello everybody, MaxTG Gaming here, and welcome to a new series of Arc Top 5. And I know plenty of other YouTubers have done this, so I thought why not let me do it as well, give my opinion, because everyone has different opinions on this topic. So anyhow, this video idea came from Sithshi, a big fan of mine in the comment sections. Yeah, so long story short, I'm going to be starting a new Top 5 series, starting off with Scorched Earth Tames, and I'll go to other top 5 things. If you have any other ideas, I think I'll be doing Aberration next, Aberration Tames, and then after that I'll think of other ideas. But anyhow, so welcome back to Arc Scorched Earth. It's been a long time since I was last here, and obviously I'm playing as a different character here because my main characters, one is on the center and one is on extinction. So I just made a Brandon Bob for this one. But anyhow, so this will be a top 5 Scorched Earth creatures to tame on this map. And by the way, this is Scorched Earth unique tames only, so I'm limiting it to Scorched Earth DLC creatures, so nothing that you'd see on the island, like the Argentavis or Rex, because that's a no-brainer. You're obviously going to get an Argentavis, and you're obviously going to get a Rex for boss fights. So, yeah, so this is Scorched Earth tames only, but without further ado, let's kick into this. So, oh yeah, by the way, this will be number 5 being the least best, and then number 1 being the one is the best. So, kicking off at number 5, we have the Jerboa, this little fellow on my shoulder right now. Now, the Jerboa is a little bit like the Dodo function-wise. You know, it's easy to say, simple knockout, a few berries, easy peasy. And then pretty much you can use it as a nice portable storage box until you get an actual storage box in your first little structure. And so, you know, you can put a few things in Jerboa and he'll carry them for you. But the main function he has, obviously, firstly, he can go on your shoulder, whereas a Dodo, you have to carry him. But also, obviously, I can't test it right now because there's no sandstorm coming up. But the Dodo, bloody hell, the Jerboa has an ability to detect sandstorms. So pretty much, if a sandstorm is on the way, then the Jerboa will start making a weird noise and will start rattling its tail as well. And then that's how you'll know that there's a sandstorm on the way. Now, a lot of people don't really think this is that much of a necessity, really, but I did, because during the Scorched Earth series with Finn and Joe, whenever I had my Jerboa with me, it was always handy to know that a sandstorm was on the way, so we can pitch a tent and then take a quick break while the storm would pass. Plus, they never had their Jerboas with them; it was always mine. But so yeah, so the Jerboas are a really awesome tame to have, just starting off. Plus, they're just so damn cute. Look at this little guy. Jerboas are so damn cute, and they're just a nice little bit of company. And of course, I mean, look, if I throw this guy on the ground, if I quickly level him up, the animations are just too cute. Well, look at that. How could you not want a little cuddly cute pet like that? So yeah, number 5 is the Jerboa. Okay, also, you may even notice the location of this. This is the location of our main base during the Scorched Earth series. Obviously, it's not here anymore, but wow, it's nostalgic being here again. Okay, so sliding in its way, number 4, we have the Moralesops. So the Moralesops is actually a really great tame. It's like the Triceratops of Scorched Earth, but more beneficial. Pretty much, this is one of your tames you want to get straight away, because one of the main problems on Scorched Earth when you start out is getting water. And a really awesome feature with the Moralesops is that they're pretty much a giant camel, and they can store water in their humps. So check this out. Right, so if I dismount, as you can see, the Moralesops is drinking from the water now. Put my HUD back on. You can see you've got a meter on his hump that says water. And long story short, he will keep drinking as long as he's near water. So bear in mind, this does also work if you've got like a well or something. And the Moralesops will keep drinking until the tank is full. And then basically, you can go in the inventory and have a drink if you need to. You can even fill water containers from the inventory as well. And this is a fantastic thing to have, and therefore you've always got water with you on the go, because obviously, well, that wolf better stay away. But yeah, so it's always a good thing to have water on you, because obviously when you have a water skin, that's just going to keep bursting, or, you know, not bursting, but running out of water. So you can go to the Moralesops, fill up the water, no problem. Moralesops are very easy to tame as well. It's a simple, just simple knockout with a few trank arrows, and then feed them some berries, and easy peasy. The saddle is easy to make. You make that in your inventory with a bit of hide and basic stuff. But yeah, attack-wise, they're okay. They're not the best at fighting, just a quick headbutt and a slam attack. So average stuff. But what is another good thing about them, as well as the water thing, they're pretty good gatherers. They're probably the first gatherer you want to get. Pretty decent at gathering berries. So, you know, obviously you can't get I mean, obviously a parasaur is also a decent thing to start off with. Your parasaur is also a good thing to start off with, but, you know, Scorched Earth Tames wise, the Moralesops is just much better. You know, you can also harvest thatch and wood. So this is a pretty good all-round harvester of berries, thatch, wood, you know what it is. So really, really beneficial all-around starter tame. And plus the water thing is a fantastic thing to start off with as well. Alright, so flying its place into number 3. So we had 5 and 4, and now here's number 3. This is the Lamantria, pretty much the giant moth. Long story short, this thing is not amazing. A lot of people might not agree with me on this, but it's still really good in a sense, because obviously there's no Pteranodons on Scorched Earth, and not everyone's skilled enough to get themselves an Argentavis straight away. So a Lamantria is really decent because, again, it's a simple knockout tame. You can use a little bowler on it. Throw the bowler down, it's stuck. A few tranks, and it's out. And I feed it just berries, I believe. Excuse me. You feed it a few berries, and then that is it. You got yourself a nice little flyer. And they're not that slow either. Decent speed. And just in general, they're all around decent flyer, easy to get. And it's a good thing to start off with. It's pretty much your Pteranodon tame if you can't get an Argentavis. Some people can get them, some people can't. But that's why it's always good to start with something simple like a moth. And not just that, they've got a little benefit that the Pteranodon doesn't have. This, pretty much to drop gas. And what that does, they can drop that on a dinosaur or something and it will slow it down. Like if I can test it, let's say on this guy here. There you go. Sorry, buddy. And look, he is slow as hell now. I mean, obviously a Dodic's already slow, but still, he is really slowed down. You do that and it just slows him down. And that is what you want to do. And it's a nice little gas attack. Obviously, I'm on a leveled up Lamantria right now, but obviously it does take stamina to use that gas attack, so be sure to watch out for that. But it's a good ability to use, and let's say if you're under an attack and you need to take off quickly, or something's attacking you running your tames, just drop the gas, slows it down, and then you can get it out of there. But it's a nice decent tame, all around decent flyer. It can't pick anything up, it's just the gas attack and that is it. But no, it's a decent tame, and just in general, I think they're really cool. You know, I had one on Scorched Earth was I painted the wings and called it Mothra, because why not? But yeah, so, number 3, the Lamantria. Alrighty guys, number 2 is the Mantis. Now this thing is a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoyed this one. I wish we used our one on Scorched Earth a lot more. The Mantis is a bit of a difficult tame to get, to be fair, but when you do get it, it is actually really worth it. For starters, I'll tell you how to tame it. It's pretty tedious, but you've got to go out killing deathworms, long story short. So, long story short, you bring a lot of firepower and maybe some Rexes or whatever you want and take down the deathworms, and pretty much you tame Mantis using deathworm horns. What you're going to do, you've actually got to sneak up on them, crouching. Ghillie works really well. You've got to sneak up, and then it's a passive tame. You've got to keep feeding the deathworm horns, and eventually the tame will be completed. But once you get it, they are really beneficial. So long story short, if I go into the Mantis inventory here, they can wield weapons. So obviously you've got a really awesome leap attack. You know, you can just basically you can harvest fiber with its natural claws, but you can harvest other things as well. So you can harvest. So look, I've got some axes now. So if I go up to a tree, there we go. If I can get up there. Failing miserably to get into a tree, that's what we like. There you go, hang on, there's a tree over there here. No, yeah, you can give this thing any tools and harvest it. So there you go, look. There you go, so I just used that and I've harvested a bunch of wood from that. And that's not just that. So here we go, we can put some pickaxes on. Harvest some stone, flint. So they're really good gatherers. So so let's run through it. So without any tools, they can harvest fiber. With these tools, they can harvest stone, flint, thatch, wood. Or even that, you can just make them combat. I mean, to be fair, there you go. Give them some of these sickles. You can harvest fiber again, but then again, it's kind of pointless because their claws already do that. But, you know, if you wanted to, you can. But if you want to be ruthless, you can give them swords, make them full-out warriors, or make some fun, actually. Wait, can you really not do it? Okay, so they can't use tech swords, never mind. Well, they can use normal swords, and to be fair, The Mantis we had during the Scorched Earth series was a really powerful one because it had Ascendant Swords. You give some Ascendant Swords to a Mantis, you can do a lot of damage. And just in general, you can also up the melee damage. I mean, I've got a fair leveled up one here. And you've got a really powerful Mantis. And it can be really beneficial. I mean, what level is this guy? Let's see if we can mow this one. There you go, level 1 Doting. And we are just shredding this guy. Boom. And he's dead. So, yeah. Give these guys weapons or tools and they can harvest or deal damage on a really good scale. The leaping is a lot of fun. So, yeah, the only tedious part is getting rid of the death worms to tame it with the death worm horns. But other than that, it's a really beneficial tame and I really enjoy using them. They're just so much fun. They can swim, obviously. You think bugs can't swim, but they can swim. But, you know, I wouldn't recommend it because they're slow as hell. But, yeah, number 2 is the Mantis.
There you are.
Hello, Smaug. I mean, I'm technically not your owner. Your actual owner's on extinction, but anyhow. Special guest for number 1. You probably would have guessed this one. Number 1 is, of course, the Wyverns. Not just specifically the Fire Wyvern here. The Lightning Wyverns and Poison Wyverns are both equally good as well. The Lightning one does a crap load of damage and torpor damage, as I found out during my series on Scorched Earth. But the Wyverns are just the best tame you could get on Scorched Earth. One of my personal favourite tames in general. The freaking Wyvern is fantastic. I mean, I know, firstly I'll quickly bring up, you may be wondering why the Rock Golem and Phoenix aren't on this list, just because, A, the taming you go through, the process you go through to tame them is not worth it, just in general. The Rock Golem is more of a PvP creature. You can use the Rock Golem and raid people, but I'm PvE only. I can't be bothered for the PvP cancer. Sod that. So the Rock Golem is just really takes forever to tame, and it's slow, and it's only beneficial in PvP, and it's just not really worth it for the effort you go through. And the Phoenix isn't worth it at all. Hello, Capro. Good thing I've got enemy invisible on. You know, yeah, so long story short, with the Phoenix, it just takes forever to tame, and you've got to use fire only to tame it. And just in general, it's slow. It's really not worth it. For a rarest tame in the game, the freaking Phoenix is not worth it. But back to the Wyverns. The Wyverns are really difficult to get, but if you manage to get into the Dragon Trench, or Wyvern Trench, sorry, and steal yourself an egg, it is so worth it. So obviously, you got to go in there. Maybe like, if someone's got you like under the Argentavis and you're there with a whip in the talons, you quickly whip an egg, get out of there. Have someone else with like a parasaur and a turret like we did during our series. And you can get in there, get an egg, get out safely, and make sure you kill some female wyverns so you've got milk to raise the baby. But once you've done that, you've got a wyvern all raised, and it is so great. I mean, obviously, those of you who watch my Scorched Earth series, you'll remember Smaug. He is a favourite tamer of ours, and he was really beneficial. All of them were beneficial. And Wyvern is just the best thing. So they've got the really powerful bite attack. Obviously, they've got their elemental effects. So Smaug here has fire. And of course, Finn had a dragon called Harazli that had lightning. And Joe had Shrek, or Shirk, as they called him, with the poison attack as well. And just in general, the flying is just so awesome. I mean, why would you not want a dragon or wyvern, whatever, to fly around and just look magnificent with? It's like the best thing, really. It's just so cool. And they can pick stuff up. You press right thumbstick if you're on Xbox. You can pick stuff up. Because obviously left trigger is the breathe fire attack. And the picking up stuff can work with multiple different creatures, quite large ones as well. I mean, let's see if we pick up the Moralesops. There you go. I can pick up a freaking Moralesops. So wyverns are very, very good. You know, you can't do that with a Phoenix. Like, wyverns just brilliant. And you can even bring them into the Manticore boss fight, as we did. You know, we probably should have brought more, but we wanted to be a bit different. So we went RGs. But the wyvern is 100% worthwhile tame to get. And I'm pretty sure you can get them on Ragnarok and Valguera as well. So they're a very great tame to use. Elemental effects, flying. You can do this as well and even harvest with that, if I believe. If I just double check, go up to a tree. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh no, never mind. It's not harvesting, it's just destroying trees. Alright, never mind. But yeah, so hopefully this top 5 video has been somewhat informative for you guys. So I'll give you a run through. Top 5, 5 to 1. 5 is the Jerboa, detecting sandstorms. 4 is the Moralesops for carrying water and harvesting berries and thatch and wood. 3 is the Lamantria for your starter flying thing, and it's easy to knock out, and the gas attack that slows things down. Number 2, the Mantis. Carrying tools, doing damage, you know what it is. And of course, number 1, the Wyvern. So that is my opinion, I'll point out. So if you don't agree with it, that's fine. That is just simply my opinion. And I'll be doing something similar for this for the tames you can get on Aberration. But that'll be, again, Aberration unique creatures only. Because, you know, if it's creatures from the island, you know, I might as well do a all-round island video, technically. And maybe I will do that at some point in the future. But that might need to be a top 10 because that's a pretty long video because of a list of creatures you can get. But anyhow, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was informative. I just did it for the fun of it, really. I know I'm a bit late, but I don't really care. But hey, so special guest Smaug, thanks for joining me for today.
Indeed.
And otherwise, I will see you guys in the next time we're on Ark. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.